All right. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Live stream. Come on. Bible study, and we do want to encourage you to come out and spend time with us. Come out uh, and study the Word of God with us. I promise you, you'll enjoy it. You will have fun and all that good stuff. So if you're on here and you're trying to find if we're live, go ahead and uh, share the Bible study. Share. And I'm gonna try to be on here in case some of you all got some questions. Uh, some of y'all got some questions, I'll be able to see it. So I have my phone right here, and you can pop up some questions. I'll bring my little snake. So I set it right there. Uh, all right. So if you got some questions, I sit right here, and I can see you. So if you got some questions and you want to ask them, I'll be looking here and try to monitor your questions or your answers if not. All right, good evening, class.
Good evening.
Welcome to our Pure Word Bible study. So we're going to go ahead, dive right into it. The time has been spent. So we're looking at our scriptures coming from Mark chapter 10, verse 45. So I titled this one, I'm still putting this around centering. Okay, the first was centering your mind, centering your relationship, and all that. So I'm really trying to get us to focus on putting Christ in the center of everything that we do, especially in a world that we are in, with all the chaos and the cosmos. We have to keep Christ in the center. So today, the lesson's coming from centering your service. Centering your service coming from Mark 4:10-45. So if someone would read that for us, Mark 10:45. If you had it. Mark 10, excuse me, 45.
Give me a second.
When he had heard, I'll go ahead and read it.
For even the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve and to give his life a ransom for many.
Okay, that's 10:45.
Mm-hmm.
All right, read it one more time for everybody to hear this.
For even the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve and to give his life a ransom for many.
Okay, so we saw that even the Son of Man, talking about Jesus Christ, did not come to be served. So we're gonna see Christ didn't come for people to serve him. Okay. Uh, good evening, Deja. Welcome to the Bible study. All right, so in a world that celebrates status, titles, recognition, Jesus gives us a radical different model service. If Christ is the center of our lives, then serving like Jesus must be the center of our ministry, our relationship, and our daily walk. Okay, Mark 10:45 is one of the clearest statements Jesus ever made about his mission and about uh, about ours. Okay, so Mark 10:45, for even the Son of Man came not to be ministered unto, but to minister and to give his life a ransom for many. All right, this single verse giving us the foundation for a Christ-centered life of service. Okay, so the first point is Christ-centered service began with what?
The example of Jesus.
Okay, the example. So Jesus is our example. Okay, we said that on last week. Christ will be our example. Anything we want to do, we want to look at Jesus. Jesus is our model. Okay, for even the Son of Man came not to be ministered unto, Jesus had every right to be served. Do y'all agree with that? He had every right. Why do you think Jesus had every right to be served? He was sanctified, Lord. All right. Somebody say he was Jesus. Right. I mean, right. I mean, sir, he was Jesus. He was the Son of God. He's the Lord of Lords. He's the King of Kings. He's our propitiation. What else he does to y'all? He's our salvation. He's our what? He's our rock and river land. He's our everything. There you go. There you go. This say, Paul, shut up. He our everything.
She said,
We're
get
trying,
on.
we're trying to sound all good.
She
He
said,
say
get
he's
on.
not everything.
She said, get on.
Everyone say he's not everything.
He's
He's not everything. So even he did not come to be served. He is the King of Kings. Yet he chose the posture, y'all, of a servant. Everyone say the posture.
Pastor.
The posture. I told you, I think it was last week, that he became the doulos. He became the lowest of the servant, of the slave, rather. And he took off his garment, poured water in the basin, and he washed the disciples' nasty feet. Y'all, that is saying a lot. Okay, that is saying a lot. Because I think sometimes we think that we are above certain things. Yeah, what do we say when we ask to do something we feel that's beneath us?
Ain't my turn.
Excellent. Ain't my job. Not what is not on my pay grade or stuff like that, right? We just feel like, man, that's beneath us to do that. Okay, so Jesus redefines greatness, y'all, because one time the disciples, in the verse before this, the disciples was arguing about what? Positions. These guys was literally arguing about position. They said, who's going to be the greatest? Okay. Then James and John, they got so ridiculous till they went to their mama, Miss Zebedee, and said, Mama, will you talk to Jesus? And one of us on the right, one of you on the left, and she go to Jesus. It's family. Everyone says family.
Family.
It's family. So she was in the family. She figured, well, let me go talk to my nephew. Let me go talk to him. Say, Jesus, let one of my boys sit on the right, one of them on the left. Jesus said, well, you don't really know what you're asking. He said, but indeed, they will drink of this cup. Okay. But he wanted them to know the position y'all are jockeying for is you have the wrong attitude. So Jesus basically telling them, what was the response, y'all? Jesus' response was, well, by pointing them
To serve.
to servanthood and not what? Not status. He said, look, I want you to be a servant, not so much status. They wanted a quote. They want to be, and it's nothing wrong with wanting to be great. Okay, don't take this lesson that we I'm anti greatness. Everybody want to be great. You want to be whatever you're doing, you want to be the greatest, right? Whatever you're doing, you want to be if you're a cheerleader, you want to be the greatest cheerleader. If you're the basketball player, you want to be the greatest. If you want to be the preacher, you want to be the greatest. Okay, there's nothing wrong with being the greatest, but Jesus said, look here, the greatest among you is the one that serves. I got to answer.
When they was arguing, he told me, he said, they always call his mom. She didn't know what she was asking. He said that they were indeed drink of the cup. What was he?
The suffering. They were suffering. Yeah, they were suffering. Because remember, he already said that the servant is what? No greater than the what?
Master.
Than his master. Okay, so he said you're going to suffer, and all of them did. They was burned. They was beheaded, turned up, made upside down. I forgot how a lot of them was martyred, but they were all martyred. They all died for Jesus' sake. So he's saying he was crucified. He was nailed to the cross. He said, so you will suffer. You're gonna go through. And he already told us is that in this world you're gonna what? Have some trials, you're gonna have some tribulations. And the saddest thing that I have seen yet in this era that I live in is that people trying to protect someone from suffering. I see parents I don't want my children to suffer. I'm gonna protect them. You can't protect them. Suffering is gonna come. Okay, it's gonna come. Everyone says it's gonna come. He said, in this world, you're gonna have some trials and you're gonna have some tribulations. And sometimes we find ourselves, I don't want to go through, I do it. But each one of us got our own what? Cross. Okay? We all got our own cross to bear. I got my cross, got your cross, Ruth have her cross. So all of us in here got our own what? Got our own cross. Okay? I can't pick up your cross and carry yours. You can't pick up mine and carry mine. Because Christ said, all of our our life rather, has been written, it's already predestined. Okay? So he said, look, disciple, you got the wrong posture. I want to point you towards servanthood. There was a servanthood. And this was back years ago. I was preaching in New York. I told y'all this before, and I'll say it again. I was preaching in New York, and I was preaching from a New York dad, and he was ready to retire. And a guy came in there, and the guy just started just blasting. You this, you that, you get ready to leave, and you didn't do this, and you got this for me to handle. He was a deacon. And man, he was just going off. He was just going off on him. And I just watched how Pastor was so humble, he just mild mannered, he didn't fire back off, but he was so rude. I said, hey, watch how you talking to her. This is the pastor. And so when I got up to preach, it vexed my spirit. And I was telling the congregation, I said, everybody in this church is a deacon or a deaconess, which is a servant. The whole church is a servant because what? All of us are what? Servants. It's nothing that's beneath the pastor and nothing beneath you. If I pull up and I saw trash out there, what's wrong for me to bend down and pick it up? Or wrong to sit, walk by and pick it up. I had people here that walk past, see paper, and they'll go find the janitor. I came in here and every Sunday, there's some paper right there. Now, instead of picking up the paper, there's on the way to tell the guy that we're paying to pick up the paper. Talk to me, somebody. Is that a servant mentality? No, it's not. Okay? So serving is not beneath us. It is what? Christ-like. Okay? If Jesus served, then serving is not optional for his followers. So Jesus sat there and told you, if I've done it, what's wrong with you? And then he said, I watched, he did, I don't know if y'all getting this, he did the lowest thing. He washed their feet. In those days, that's beneath anybody to do it. They got slaves to do that. And so Jesus does the most gruesome thing as a servant and wash feet. We heard some of us, we feel like, I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't. But anyway, so, servant like Jesus. Okay? Number 2, Christ-centered service is active, not what? Not passive. Okay? It's active, not passive. But to minister. Jesus did not wait to be asked. Did he?
No.
He came to serve intentionally, proactively, and what? Sacrificially. And I put this, Jesus did not wait to be asked. Everyone say he didn't wait.
He didn't wait.
Well, I know y'all are great scholars. Why he didn't wait to be asked? Okay. He knew he came to serve, but you think he still could have waited and say, I'm gonna wait for somebody to ask me to wash their feet, or I'm gonna wait before they ask me to do this.
He was trying to show them in the back.
Right? He want to say, look, I'm gonna show you. I'm not gonna tell you, how to do this. I'm gonna show you how to do this. And there's an old saying, more is caught than what? Than taught. It's someone sitting there teaching you, telling you everything, but not showing you how to do it or doing it. You really ain't learning. Because the best example is what? Watching somebody. Okay, watching them do it, seeing them serve, seeing them doing it, seeing them giving sacrificially. Okay, so service is love in motion. Okay, I want to say service is in love is love in motion.
It's love and motion.
Okay, so motion it moves towards needs. Okay, it moves towards needs. I'll put their numbers on the top. Okay, moving towards need, sees people, take initiative, and cause what? Cause something. Okay, service is the overflow of a what?
Surrender.
A surrendered heart. Okay, so if you really haven't surrendered to Jesus Christ, it's going to be difficult for us to serve. So I want to look at 10:45. Let's see here. And he says, verse 41, and when the 10 heard it, they began to be greatly displeased with James and John. But Jesus called to himself and said to them, you know that those who are considered ruler over you are Gentiles. But I'm going to go back up. Go where it said, verse 39, they said to him, we are able. So Jesus said to them, you will indeed drink the cup that I drink, and with the baptism I am baptized you will be baptized. But to sit on my right hand and on my left is not mine to give, but it is for what? It's already prepared. So just look, these seats is already taken. Okay, so I can't give y'all that. Those seats are already taken. Then it says, so verse 41, and when the 10 heard it, they began being greatly what? Displeased. So the other 10 heard these jokers talking about who gonna be the greatest in the ass of Jesus. They got mad. They said, man, y'all hear them masters? Up there asking you who gonna be the greatest. But you see the tension that it started? See, it started some tension between, man, think about this. 12 disciples. All of them had different personalities, right? And even out of the 12, they even had their own little clique out in the 12. Peter, James, and John. You know, Peter would kind of mingle with everybody. But the rest of them kind of hung with their group. They hung with this group. So when they heard them asking Jesus if, the text said they were displeased with James and John. I said, man, y'all can slow down to go and ask Jesus, like, you know, who gonna be the greatest? But Jesus called them to himself and said to them, what did he say?
You know that they which is accounted to rule over the Gentiles exercise lordship over them, and their great ones exercise authority unto them.
Yeah.
But so shall it not be among you, but whosoever will be great among you shall be your minister.
Should be your servant. So this is the one, see, the world, man, Jesus just don't look at greatness the way that we do, y'all. He just don't put greatness in that kind of category. Let me ask y'all this. You know, I'm gonna sit because we're live. Hey there, sis, I see you. And hello there, Caleb. So, who do y'all in your mind say is great? Who do y'all view in this world to just say, man, they're great? You say, what you say?
She said me.
No. I mean, y'all probably look around. Oh, he's the greatest.
Michael Jordan.
He's the greatest ever, you know, Muhammad Ali, or, you know, we had people that, you know, stand there. They're the greatest. Okay? But Jesus comes and he flipped this and talks about, so in our arena, in the Christian arena, is really no greatness. Is there, what he's trying to really teach us is that he don't really want us competing. He don't want us competing. He does not want us competing. This kind of people I was doing, trying to get some brownie points and be the great. The Lord said, look, this ain't so. He said, look, this shouldn't even be named amongst y'all. What's the stuff that we do, y'all, as Christians that we compete?
Singing for what?
Singing,
Preaching.
preaching, right? Yeah, who can raise the most? I mean, all that stuff, man. We get in there and who can do? I mean, seriously, man. We just take, especially the singing, especially the singing. We just, I know we as black people just love music and singing, but I always say this back. I always said this: who qualifies to say who's the best singer? Y'all help me tonight. Who's the most righteous judge that can say this choir was better than Center Ridge?
Nobody.
Talk to me about class.
Nobody but me. That's what they claim.
Huh?
I said, man, they kind of put them little stipulations on it.
Yeah, that puts still right. And the Bible says sing melody and harmony unto the Lord. So, I know we gotta have keys and sing properly and all that. I'm not saying that. We do want to sing, to our best ability, but I'm just saying we shouldn't get to a point where we start competing with one another and all that. That just ain't of God. He just don't want us competing because you might have done your best, but now you feel like I'm less than, or I feel like this, and I feel like that, because the judge said that you wasn't the best. We have to stop this stuff at some point. I know it's a good fundraiser, but at some point we got to stop taking things of the world and molding ourselves like the world. Who's got to do all that singing stuff? The Apollos, or what's the show that does the singing, that makes singers?
It's got Sunday
Sunday
best.
best.
Yeah, that's whatever, they out there. But for us to get to a point where we start competing, is I don't believe God is pleased with that. Because it builds up a sense of superiority. And now you feel like I'm not adequate. That's just what I'm trying to do. Say you're gonna be something, be a great servant. You can't serve like Jesus without being shaped by Jesus. Okay. So number 3, Christ-centered service flows from your what?
God-given gifts.
Okay, that's where it flows from there. Christ-centered service flows from your God-given gifts and your calling. Though Mark 10:45 shows the heart of service, the rest of Scripture shows the what? The shape of service. Every believer has what? Spiritual gift. Okay, you must probably know what my gift is. You got at least one. Some got multiple. Okay, and I told y'all this before. We don't want to get our gifts confused with talent. Okay, we don't want to do that. We don't want to get gifts mixed up with talents. Okay, 1 Corinthians 12, gifts are given for the what? Common good. Your calling does what? Determine your language. Someone get to 1 Corinthians 12. Let's go to 1 Corinthians 12. Real quick. Turn a little pages.
Starting at what verse?
Yeah.
What verse?
Let me get there. Just let me back.
We already there, baby. We there. We there now.
Just turn it down a little, buddy. Let's see here. 12. Yeah. Okay, so Paul says, now verse 1 says, not concerning spiritual gifts, brethren, I do not want you to be ignorant. I want you to be ignorant. You know that you were Gentiles carried away to them dumb idols, however you were led. Therefore, I make known to you that no one speaking by the Spirit of God calls Jesus accursed, And no one can say that Jesus is Lord except by the Holy Spirit. There are diversities of gifts, but the same what?
Spirit.
The same Spirit. Okay. There are differences of ministry, but what? The same Lord. So with Paul here, he's given all these gifts. Okay. Then you go down to verse 12. For as the body is one and has many members, but all the members of that one body, being many, are one body, so also is Christ. For by one Spirit we all were baptized into the body. But he's basically telling us that we all have a spiritual gift. And I want to get over here to chapter 13. Then he says this. He says, now here's the greatest gift. He said, you want to know the greatest gift out of all these gifts, because the Corinthians are all caught up in gifts, and who got this. Paul said, though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels, but y'all, I don't have what? Love? I don't got nothing. He said, I become a sounding brass or a clanging cymbal, and though I have the gift of prophecy and understanding all mystery and all knowledge, and though I have all faith so that I can remove mountains, but don't have love, I'm nothing. That's deep, y'all. I don't care what you got, man. If you don't got love, you don't have nothing. Then he says, and though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned, but have not love, it profit me what, y'all? Nothing. Okay? So the greatest gift is love. Everyone says love. So you serve best where God has uniquely what? Equipped you. Okay? So that's what you're going to do. Your best serving is where God has equipped you to do that. Okay? He already equipped you. He gave you the gift for it. The body needs just one part, right? So can I get along with one hand? Can I, what about just one ear? What about one eye? You're gonna, you can do it, but you're gonna suffer. It's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be hard. Okay, so the body needs every part. So just like Paul said, look, although you have gifts, I gave the gifts for the edifying of the church. So just like your body, every part in the body of Christ, you're needed. Everyone say you're needed.
You're needed.
You're needed. But I think the danger come in when we know that we're needed, and now I want to make you feel hostage because you need me. I'm gonna hold you hostage because you already know crutches. Seriously. But but that's the wrong thinking. Because if Paul told us one part suffer, the what?
The whole body.
The whole body suffer. Okay, so when one part lacking in ministry, the other part lacking, the whole body just suffers, y'all. So no gift is small. No role is insignificant. Okay, every part is needed. Every part is essential. I don't care. We need the janitor. We need trackers. Don't y'all agree we need them? Yeah, I mean, we used to talk about janitors and sanitation workers and all that, but who gonna pick up your nasty trash? Right? Once it's overflowing or you got a plumbing issue, you're gonna need the plumber. Some people look down on people because they feel that job is beneath them. But what you gonna do when you need them?
I think some people think that, like you say, whatever gifts they got, that some people may feel like it's not as important as somebody else's gift. So they won't shine, so they try to get in this one start. It's nothing trying to do something God has called you to do.
Right.
You're trying to get in the front, your gift may not be in the front, but if you love doing what you're doing, that's what God gave you to, you're gonna be effective again.
Right.
But when you start getting out the pull of God and trying to do something just for yourself gain, you're gonna get burned out, you're gonna get frustrated, And sooner or later, you're probably gonna quit, but if God gave it to you, most likely, you stick to it,
Yeah.
because it's just something in you. It's like something you love to do, and no matter how much you do it, you still love doing it.
And you really just something like you can't quit.
Right.
You want to quit. You don't get tired of the work. You get tired in the work. And you get to the point where I'm gonna quit. But then it's like you like Jeremiah. It's like fire. Shut up in my bones. You start thinking about how good God has been to you, how good God has brought you. And you just, and you're right too in that A part is that most people, envy what other people are doing, and they want to do it instead of just operating in their own gift that God has given them. They may feel like, I'm a fork, but I want to be, I want to be the spoon, I want to be the cup. But sooner or later, somebody's gonna have to pick up the fork to eat.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, so I'm just a bucket. But sooner or later, somebody got to pick up a bucket and go have to wash the car. I mean, sooner or later, you'll be used. And it's like now you get to the point that just thank God that you pick that. You take a surgeon, and the surgeon's on the table, got all these tools, whatever, on the table, as he get ready to do surgery. Just the fact that he picked up a part to use, he chose that part, that piece of equipment to use. When God picked you and used you, just say, God, I give you the glory that you even picked me and saw fit to even use me to do what you're doing. It's like Pastor one of these churches. Lord, I thank you that you saw enough of me to pick me or to call me to serve one of your churches. Nothing that I can boast about. I'm just grateful that he said, I chose you. I like with my pastor, I was talking to him, I told you guys a couple weeks ago, and he always talked about how that we all pastor some of God's sheep. I don't care if you got 20,000, that's still some. If you got 50,000, that's still some. If you got 10, that's still some. So he said, we're just grateful that God let us pastor some of his sheep. Okay? So serving is beautiful, but serving in your own strength is exhausting. And like Lady Mac said, a burnout happens when service becomes what? Performance. So when you start performing instead of serving, that's when you get burnt out. Because man, I'm tired of I'm performing. No, just serve. Just use your gift ministry. There's a difference between ministry and serving. Do y'all agree?
Mm-hmm.
Since y'all agree, tell me what's the difference. What's the difference between I put out there? What's the difference between ministry and performing?
Performing, you try to move. You're it's just a performance. Like you good at what you do, so you try to
Entertain.
yeah.
Yeah, you entertain them.
And then ministry is like you pour yourself out. You just pour yourself out, and it's like they can feel, they can almost feel you. You know what I mean? It's like you point yourself out to God more so than to the people. If I'm making sense. It's like if you sing or preach whatever, sometimes you might just saying thank you Jesus, and it's something where you're dealing with. It's a personal. It's something personal. Then rather I'm entertaining. It has no weight to it. Entertainment has no weight, but ministry you can feel it.
And then when you performing, you got to keep that up. Things are gonna change on you. Life is gonna change. And if you're doing something and you're just performing, what you gonna do? Like they say, what you gonna do if things change? What you gonna do? You go to preach from 10,000 people to 50 people. And you still put on that performance. So performance, sooner or later, you're gonna see a performance. Because like the track said, it's not in you. It's the ministry. No matter what go on, God lives, God down is what He gave me to do, and you're gonna go through with the ministry that He has given you to do.
And I think all of us lived long enough and been to some services where you said that was just pure performance. And then you've been to some where you're like, man, they mentioned to me. You can tell the difference because You can feel it, oh, that's a good performance. But then the ministry is like when it cuts you to your core, when maybe that individual was singing and they just start ministering to you. You know what I'm saying? They're just saying, God is a rock, God is your healer, God is your sustainer. And I don't care what you're going through, God is able. Then they just start singing, they bring you into like the presence of God. Versus performance is like, I'm getting paid, I'm gonna put on a good old show real quick, and I'm out. Okay? And so performance, you're gonna burn out. Okay? So when you serve without prayer, serve without rest, serve without boundaries, serve without support. Jesus served what, y'all?
Intimacy.
Not instead of what?
Uh,
Intimacy.
yeah.
Okay, so he withdrew to pray. He rested. He listened to the Father. Healthy service flows from a healthy soul. Okay, you cannot pour out what you don't have. Okay, and I'm saying, let me read it again. You cannot pour out what you don't have. I can't preach, and I just use me. A person can't preach and pour out if it's not them. Okay? I know y'all give me some time, be like, I say like, I'm just a man of dust. Oh. Y'all look me bad, man. I say like, I'm at point one. Oh. Y'all know, man, like, oh, you went for 30 minutes. Oh. But when you are studying, man, and you're before God, you just wanna just, because this is my pastor said one time, and when a preacher will preach, he will say, he's like, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. And he said, the only reason he hurried up, because he didn't study.
Because
Yeah. He got nothing to say. Well, you got something to say. You really need no help. But the only time I'm very familiar. So I'm going to hurry because I've been for the Lord. I said, I got something to say. Okay?
He said, I got something to say.
Yeah, I'm gonna y'all round up, boy, y'all. Oh, y'all bring church can. Okay, so serving without burnout. Okay, everyone say serve without burnout.
Serve without burnout.
Serve without burnout. All right. So Christ-centered service is joyful, but what? But not what? Okay, so and to give his life a ransom for many. Jesus gave his life willingly. Okay. Hebrews 12:2, for the joy set before him. Everyone say the joy set before him.
The joy set before him.
Man, I'm gonna give y'all one little. It took me years to understand just that verse there. For the joy set before him. He endured the cross. He endured the suffering. He endured betrayal. He endured all that. He went through all of that, y'all, just to experience the joy. I'm saying something here tonight. Everything that you are going through for the sake of Christ, you're doing it for the joy that's set before you.
What you mean?
Because what I mean is that when you're going through all the suffering and doing everything for Christ and doing all that, and when you get home, it's just going to be a joy that's going to be so overwhelmed. I mean, I can't express it. I don't think there's a human way to express all of this joy that you're going to experience once you get over there to home.
you got my home on the other side.
Yeah, I'm talking about glory. So he says, matter of fact, somebody got that phone. Go to Hebrews 12. Yeah, go to 1. I think it's one. Get there.
It's like, wherefore sin we also pass about the
Yeah,
Son,
great cloud.
great and cloud of witnesses. Let us lay aside every way.
So stop. Who's watching this? No. So we got what? We got cloud of witnesses. Okay? And it's talking about those that have went before us. Moses, Abraham, all of them that have went before us, that have suffered for Christ, that have went before us, and now they're like in the, when y'all go to the football game and y'all in the stand,
Yeah.
and what are y'all doing for your team?
Cheers.
Come on, man, you can do this. You cheering them on, right?
Yeah.
You're getting them motivated. So the Hebrew writer is saying, for we have a great cloud of witnesses. They are witness about this thing, is that what you're going through now is just a light affliction. It's light. And then Paul said, this is light affliction compared to the glory that we'll experience in Christ Jesus.
Wow.
See, when you start thinking about home, okay, when you start thinking about home, it's just all this stuff here. It means nothing to you. Okay? So finish reading that systematic.
He said, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which doth so easily beset us, and let us run with patience the race that is set before us. Looking into Jesus, the author and the finisher of our faith,
Yes, Lord.
who for the joy that we were set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of God. For consider him that endured such contradiction of sinners against himself, lest ye be weary and faint in your mind.
Okay. So we see that it's everyone says it's a race.
Right.
Okay, it's a race. Okay, and so the writer says, therefore we also, since we are surrounded by this great cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight. Everyone say every weight. Every weight. That means that you just weighing you down. He said, lay aside every weight and sin that which so what? Easily beset you.
Right.
So when a runner is running, they're running little bitty shorts.
Yeah.
Paper thin. You don't see them out there with those big old cloth shorts on running, do you? They want to be as light as possible. Because they're running. So he's saying, lay across, and every weight is not a sin, and every sin is not a weight. So what he's saying is that whatever is stopping you from running and making it in, lay it to the side. Whatever it is. It may be a situation or an individual. He said, whatever, you lay it aside, you put it to the side, because you want to get to the joy that has been set before you. And when you get there, when a runner is running, and he gets to the finish line, he runs.
I say he stretches out.
He stretches. He just happy. Okay, he got all that joy. And so that's how it is, saints, when we get to the other side. So joyful service comes from love, not duty. Okay, obligation drains you. Love fuels you. So if you do stuff out of obligation, you do something, I'm drained. I'm doing it out of obligation. But love fuels you. If you do it out of love, I do this because I love the Lord. Right? It makes it easy. Okay? Joy grows when you see the impact of your service. Okay? All right, Lord, how y'all doing? I see y'all, man. All right, serving, changing lives, families, communities. All right, so the D part. Joy is the fruit of serving in your God-given lane. When you serve, when you gift it, joy flows naturally. Okay? And so when you're just doing what you just do, you're just happy to do it. You know, it's no hard work, because you're just doing it because it's just in you. You just It's what I love to do. I heard people say, I just love doing this. You know, sometimes I'm like, well, I wouldn't do it. Well, I don't have to get the gift. So don't let people tell you, girl, I wouldn't be doing this. I wouldn't be doing that. Well, I've been wanting to go out and do this and do that. Well, if that gives you joy, they're not you. Okay, so if it gives you joy, that's the God-given gift. And Charles Stanley said like this, well, why I know my gift? What do you just love doing? What is it you just gives you joy in doing it? Is it talking? Is it administrating? Is it encouraging somebody? You know, is it just, you know, just whatever you just feel you love to do? It can be administration, it can be gifts, it can be helps. You might just love helping people. You know, you can be encouraging. What do y'all think some of your gifts are? You may have maybe one or two. At least one. What do you think your one gift is? Hospitality. Yeah. Anybody else?
Never thought about
Well, you've been a Christian a mighty long time.
But I'm just saying something. But I'm just saying something. You just, I don't know. You don't ever think about it. It's just who. How can I put it? It's just who you is. Like who I am is who I am. But I just never thought about what I actually just like doing outside. I don't know if I'm making sense, but it's
It's
just
like
like,
you just do it
yeah,
without really thinking.
just
like,
thinking about it.
do I really think, you just kind of.
Mhm.
Well, you might want to start thinking about it.
I mean, it's something that you just
Number
look
30.
at.
Yeah, no.
This ain't number 30.
Yeah, 56 years old.
You know, I know you got, but I was just saying, but you might want to. You might want to get to the point where you just start thinking about, you know, what is it I just love doing for the Lord? What is my gift? What gives me the greatest joy? It can be teaching His word. It can be serving. You know, anything. But you don't need to think about it. You're pushing almost 40, so it's time. It's time to talk.
No, that's your dog.
Talk about it. All right, so I'll leave off there, y'all. Okay, yeah. How to center your service on Christ. Serve from identity, not insecurity. Okay, you don't serve to be loved. You serve because you are loved. Okay, serve in your gift. We already talked about that. Here you go, Travis. Ask, where has God equipped me to make the most impact? Okay, that kind of helps. Where am I making a difference at? Okay, serve within boundaries. And then rest is not what y'all
Unspiritual.
unspiritual. So when everybody say, oh, you know, I don't need to get no rest. Yeah, you gotta get some rest. Okay, because you can't get burnt out. Okay, so it's not even Jesus took rest. Okay, serve with joy. Pray, Lord, restore the joy of serving you. Sometimes we can just get into a spiritual rut. Uh, the things of the world can just weigh us down. We got bills. We have family issues, work, health issues. So much stuff taking place, and it could just literally drain you spiritually. And that's when you got to say, Lord, though, rejuvenate me, revive me, Lord. Just give me that joy back, because we can get so caught up in our problems, in our situations, till we just get into a spiritual slump. You know, you just in a spiritual slump. You just there. You just got no joy. Have y'all been? Yeah, you just like, man, feel like I'm just going through the same old routine. You know, I'm just doing this, I'm just doing that. And that's when you gotta ask God, Lord, give me that joy again, give me that fire again, give me, you know, just give me that yearning for you again. Okay. Serve someone who cannot what? Pray you. Okay, just serve somebody, help somebody. Okay. This is the Jesus way. All right, so I got a few questions, then we're gonna wrap it up. What does Jesus' example teach? Should have put you. What does Jesus' example teach us about true greatness? What's up, Trinell? Brother Rogers? What's this a sin? Must become a servant. Anybody else? What does Jesus exactly teach us about true greatness?
You gotta love.
Gotta love. Gotta do it sacrificially.
Gotta do it really without the motive.
Gotta do it out of motive. Anybody else? Uh, and for me, just looking at Jesus, that if he served and loved the unlovable, then it's not beneath us. Okay, so he set the example for us. What spiritual gift has God given you to serve others? If you think you know it, what gift? Help, encouragement. Luther, make sure y'all got it one. I think mine's encouragement too. Because I'm always just meet people and encourage them. I always and helps. I was out yesterday. It was yesterday. I was in a hurry. I said, man, I gotta get to the bank. And I said, I'm close. And I saw this young black lady over there, and guy was driving by her, just pull up. She was at the air pump, and they were just driving by her, and I look over there, and she over there. Then she got on her knees. She had a flat, and she got on her knees, and I said, man, I gotta get to the bank. And my husband said, go help her. I said, the bank gonna call. I gotta getting gas. And so I said, well, they'll go on a truck. The guy pulled up. I said, he'll help her. He drove right past her. I said, wow. So I walk over there, and I said, ma'am, I said, let me help you. So I went and got my little jack out the truck and got on my knees. Hands was all dirty, and a little child was sitting in the car, and I'm jacking her up. She thought it was fun. Whoa, I'm going higher. I'm jacking her up there. And so then I took a minute, and I witnessed to her. And her husband, I guess her husband called, and she said, what is young gentleman? He stopped me, he helped me, gave her a card, invited her to church, and I said, it's not by accident that you had this flat, and then I'm going to help you. I said, you seen all these people that went past you? She said, I saw them. I'm like, I said, is any man going to stop and help me? And she said, I figured if I had to know what I'm doing, they'll stop and help me. And I said, she did. And I said, well, I'm your angel. And I gave her a card. She said, I really do need you back to church. And I said, you know what? Even if you don't want to come to where I'm at, so I'm on Pratt Road. A lot of people complain about how far. I said, but go somewhere. And I took that moment to encourage her. I don't know what she might have been going through or nothing. Then the husband called back. She said, honey, it was a pastor to help me. And so, God gave you that gift sometime, and I got to the bank in time. Thank God. Hallelujah. All right, so, was that it, y'all? No, okay. This one here I want to ask. Where do you feel the temptation towards burnout? Where do you feel the temptation towards burnout?
It's ministry.
It do kind of burn you out because people probably take advantage of it and say no because you're such a giver in your gift. And that's where you don't even realize it, but you gotta learn. I was listening to some little lady say, even in your gift, you gotta say no.
Yeah.
We gotta learn. And what I was listening to was crazy how we was talking about this lady that said God told her she could be a millionaire, but he wouldn't allow her to be a millionaire because she hadn't learned how to say no.
Mm.
He said, how can I give you this and you haven't came to a place where you can say no
When you say no.
so that you can become that millionaire? And I'm just like, well, God will tell you. But I mean, I don't know because I feel like sometimes I give till I'm burned out sometimes because some people really do take advantage of that if they know you are willing to help.
And on that, Ruthie, I'm gonna say two things. The first one I saw a thing that says, "Be careful helping people because that may be God sending karma back to them, reap what they sowed." And then we jumping away and want to help them, And we I like what Pete told us. Since if no is so hard, just say, I'm extended, or was it extended? Or he just says, I'm limited.
Okay.
I'm limited. So just saying, no, hey, can you come and do this? Say, I'm limited. And I'm gonna tell you, he gave this profound story that help you to deal with people that come in our lives. And yeah, y'all, we want to try to help everybody, but you can't get burnt out on just helping because people know that you're such a giver. It's like my sister, man. She just give, 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 give. And I always be the one that never want to take advantage of her. I'll go and people get money from her and never give it back. Because I know she ain't gonna ask for it. But I give money to her and she'll say, wow, you shocked me. I said, for what? Because you gave it back. I said, because I don't want to be the person to take advantage of somebody. You know what I'm saying? And so people will use you, drain you, and they're only going to do what you allow. And the story that Pete told, and we'll end on this, it was a man walking on a bridge. And he was going towards his destiny that God had set for him. He was heading to his destiny, and this guy had jumped over the bridge. He stopped, he ran over there, and he grabbed the rope, and the guy was going to kill himself. He said, come on, man. He said, I'm going to get the rope. He said, I'm going to help pull you up. He said, no, hold the rope. He said, come on, man, I'm going to help you. Grab the rope. If you pull, I'm going to pull, and we can get you out. No, I want you to just hold my rope. And he looked and he said, come on, I'm trying to help you. He said, if you don't come on, I'm going to let go of the rope. The dude said, oh, if you let go of the rope, I'm going to die. It's going to be your fault. He said, dude said, come on, I'm trying to help you. Grab the rope. I'm going to pull, and you get out of here. So the dude had to make a choice. He'd been all the time arguing with the dude about the rope. The dude let go of the rope. The dude was gone. He went on to his destination. Sound cruel, though. And what the story was is that he was trying to make his problem become his problem. He said, I'm willing to help you, but I'm not going to sit here all day with you because I have a God-given assignment that I've got to go and be doing. And for me to stop here and sit here with you for hours trying to convince you to come on, I got to be about my Father's business. So he let the rope go. That's me. So I mean, what? How many of us is stuck? And
Yeah, I see it, because, I'm sitting here, now I got an issue that was not my issue.
it's not my issue. Your issue became my issue.
And you're not trying, I'm trying to help you.
And you ain't getting no help.
You're not
There you
willing
go.
to help me
There you go.
solve the issue.
Yeah.
Now, it's just an issue now it's an issue for me that I don't have to handle.
Yeah. That's all. And that's the moral of the story. Is that they have now made their problem
Yep.
your problem.
Let
Let the rope go.
But
Okay, what you just brought up is where I'm at. And it's a real life situation.
Mhm.
It's like my brother's sitting in this facility and I need to bring him home. But he's lying to me constantly. He's not actually trying to walk or trying to get back to where he needs to be.
Mhm.
But I need to bring him home. So now it's like you said, now this is my issue.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, brother, I'm almost about to put you in a nursing home because you won't do what you need to do to come home.
I'm trying to help you.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
trying to help you. I
Yeah.
got everything set up,
Yeah.
but you won't do what you need to do.
But you can't make somebody want, if you're trying to help somebody and they're not willing to work with you and make things happen, they're gonna have to just live with the consequences. Unless you're gonna be stressed out all your life dealing with the same issue, because if somebody's not willing to get help, what else can you do?
Yeah. And for the women, I would say that's tough because y'all are so emotional. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are kind of the Man, y'all kind of caregiver. Y'all are so emotional and caring. I even look at my stupid dog. He well, I look at my dog and I look at my dog. It's so sad. That dog do stuff and Mr. Tate, he always under the roof. I'll walk in the room, he'll take off running. Cause he know I don't play with him. Right, Mitch? He know I don't play with him. I said, even this dog got enough sense to know that there's certain stuff he'll do with Aretha, he won't do with me. Because women are just emotional, and that's just the emotional side of you all. You're the caregiver and all of that. But that stuff can weigh you down when you just allow people to just burden you with unnecessary burdens. You know, it's like, you know, your blood pressure up, everything up. And they gonna, at the end of the day, they're gonna do what they're gonna do anyway.
And you have to ask Father, you have to ask God to give you peace with it.
Yeah.
So, Lord, I done done all I can do. I've done what I know to do, and they're not willing to bud.
Yeah.
And just ask God to give you peace with it and go, you know, so not you're gonna find yourself in nursing home. You
Yeah.
know, because you're gonna worry yourself to death.
Yeah.
You're gonna be stressed out and all this, and they still don't do what they want to do.
Yeah. And that's how it goes. It just, you know, just say, Lord, give me strength. And you know, sometimes when people don't want to help themselves, and they tell you this, I guess in AAU, that is AAU, what's that when people like drug, alcohol anonymous or whatever? Yeah, AA. Yeah. So first question they ask them is what? Do you win? Okay. Because they're not going to waste their time with you. Because they know if that person, yes, I need help, then they can reach out and help you. But if you say, no, I don't need no help, they ain't gonna waste their time. Because it's gonna be a waste of time. Psychologists know that. Yeah, they'll change. Because they know you serious, but they know you jiving and you bluffing, man, they'll wear you out. Life too short, man, to let people just come in and just
Play with you.
trouble you. I told my kid, y'all go to jail, you just gonna be in there. I said, I ain't putting my house up. My brother got a bail bond. He ain't get mine. I had to put my house and stuff up. I said, y'all go. What I tell you? Put stuff on your foot. They ain't been. Come on, Papa. All right, live stream. We get ready to hit it. Thank y'all for chiming in with us. We pray, hope something was said that was strength. All right,